Welcome into Sportscape. My name is Derek Clavin, and I'm joined once again by John Felipe. John, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. I actually am.
Yeah, man, we had an exciting weekend of football, wild card weekend. Of course, all of our eyes we were focused on the Panthers game, Panthers Rams game on Saturday. A very entertaining game. I would say, great performance from the Panthers. Much better than a lot of people probably thought they would play against a team that's been playing extremely well the whole season in the Rams. So it's definitely a great showing from the Panthers. But John, what did you see out there? What did you see? How
I
you feeling
mean,
about it?
let me paint the picture. I genuinely feel happy with what happened. Like, this was exactly what I wanted to see. A strong Carolina Panthers team that looked like they deserved to be there. And they did. They clearly did. And there was a couple of plays here and there that like maybe we would have won, maybe we wouldn't have. But we put up plays and performed in a way that just showed, illustrated that we deserve to be there. And I'm happy with that. Honestly, I'm happy with that. We have pick 19, which is the highest pick for a playoff team that you can have. And
Right.
so, like, to have this happen and then go on and to be able to have a top 20 pick, like, just about the best way this season could have ended. If I were to genuinely, truly like ask myself prior to the season, like if we didn't win the Super Bowl, what's the best way it could have ended? It's this, and I'm happy about it.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it was like, especially like the way the game kind of like started. Like you're thinking about it, but first we got. I mean that. Well, we gotta talk about the I guess like the pregame, everything like going into it. You can just feel the
The
energy. Like
energy, dude.
Charlotte
The
was just
energy was.
amazing.
I mean, the energy was just like beautiful, and then Cam hitting the drum like
Oh
it
man, that was
was
amazing.
unlike anything we've experienced since 2015. Really, that's
Yeah.
the last time we experienced anything close to that. 2017 was in New Orleans, and we almost won that game too if we had just one receiver. Sorry, Kalen
Oh
Clay.
yeah.
But yeah, no, it
Yeah,
was an
man.
incredible atmosphere. Like, I mean, the atmosphere was amazing. It was rocking. Like Cam busting the drum for the first time in a decade. Like
Yeah.
it was just incredible. I just you couldn't have asked for a better season, and that's why I'm like not like bitter that we lost because maybe it's better that we lost. Maybe now we get a player like T Mac was last year, you know? Like maybe
Yeah.
we get a better player. If you're not going to win the Super Bowl, just show you have a team. And we showed we had a team, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you want to have like a play in a way that you can use it as a stepping stone going into the next season. That's what the Panthers did. I mean, you can tell they're moving in the right direction. They have great pieces to build around on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. But man, like watching the game, it was just like early on they got down what was it 14-0, and it was just like it's like oh man, I'm thinking to myself, I hope the Panthers don't get blown out in this game. That's what I'm thinking. We were down 14-0. I'm like, okay, let's
It would
just
have been
calm down.
depressing.
Let's just
It would have been so
yeah.
depressing.
Yeah, and I was like, all right,
And we would have been the meme too, like, oh
yeah,
look, the 8 and 9 team that's like with a team tied with three 8 and 9 teams got blown out. Oh wow, it's the same old Panthers. Like it would have been so embarrassing throughout the entirety of the offseason.
oh yeah, definitely. But what the Panthers did, what they pretty much did all season. I mean, stay resilient, stay, like we say, with the process, the game plan, and they were able to get back into the game. And I mean, they made it a game, and it was entertaining, man. It was great to see. I mean, Bryce played extremely well. I mean, throwing the ball all over the T Mac and Jalen Coker. I mean, those two are great.
Dude, my
Bird played well as well.
We have to take a moment on this Sportscape podcast to give credit to my dude. I believed him from the beginning. I knew he was going to be a stud. But for him to have a legacy game in the playoffs, Jalen Coker, here are your flowers. Like, he's a stud. I knew he was a stud. I knew he was a stud the whole time. It's mind blowing that other people didn't see it. He had one of the highest broad jumps and vertical jumps in the combine. I don't know how he went undrafted. Like, look at him. He's like the dollar bill, the horse, that Xavier Leggett does.
Good,
Like
yeah,
that,
I think so.
but he has control over his direction.
Yeah. Plays
If
intelligent
you ever see
football
this
on the
Xavier
field.
Leggett, I believe in you and you're a good dude. I don't want you to think I'm throwing shade at you, but like that's the way you run objectively. Like you have to know that.
I mean, he plays, like he knows what he's doing out there. I don't want to say anybody else about the other dude, but he definitely
Yeah.
he definitely makes up for that pick that year. The first round they spent on Leggett that year. That seeing Coker play that well, but it was like I said, it was great to see them all go out there and play. I mean, obviously, like the Rams, man, they're an amazing team, and like you just saw it. I mean, Matthew Stafford, Puka Nakua, I mean, Devontae Adams, and the run game, early Kyron Williams, and all that. But once, like I said, once the Panthers got flowing, it just felt like at some point. Was there ever a point where you thought they were actually going to win the game? Like, did you?
Oh yeah.
Did they?
Yeah. I like at the fourth quarter after that Jalen Coker touchdown, I thought it was a certainty almost. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't think it was a certainty because of our skill or talent. I just thought like, oh, it's meant to be. Like,
Yeah, like the way it was happening, like the block punt that we had, like Isaiah Simmons had before that, like going like the led to like help that drive, like so they can take the lead, and then just like that out, outstanding throw by Bryce Young to Jalen Coker, which was, I mean, you can't throw it any better than he did on that
he
play.
dropped it in the bucket.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was just like, yeah, we was watching it. We was just like, oh, like it's like we might win this game. Like they might win this game. We're watching it with family and stuff. Just excited about it. We're just like, okay. So it was just like, okay, but can the defense step up and stop them? But it didn't work out that way. But I mean, it was still a good game, and I was proud of the way they played. I mean, as a not like it's not my team, but my team, my second team, I would say, just because my hometown team, I always root
Might
for
as
the Panthers.
well. Might as
Yeah,
well. Yeah, at least
yeah.
fun things happen around you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, but it was great to see. I mean, overcoming like some of the like early turnovers they had, like the early interception and the fumble, like the muff punt. I mean, muff like
Oh my gosh, Trevor. Yeah,
yeah,
Trevor
ETN
Etienne.
hit his face mask, like and like that all helped hurt because the defense was playing well, like early, especially early, like they got those points early. Like the first two touchdowns came off short fields, like off the turnovers. So, and then like for the rest of the half, they were pretty much stopping what they were doing. I mean, I think Matthew Stafford, like second and third quarter, like he was like extremely inefficient, inaccurate with his throws, just mainly because the defense, the coverage they had. I mean, Jimmy Horn and JC Horn and Mike Jackson.
Yo, those
Both of
two
them.
players, and they were the number one duo in terms of interceptions this season in the NFL.
Yeah,
10 interceptions. Number one in the NFL in any cornerback duo in the league. Like, I love to see stuff like that. And I mean, I knew Mike Jack from last year. When I saw people on like Twitter talking bad about him, I was like, nah, you guys don't get it. Like, this dude could be a stud. And he was. I felt the
yeah,
same way about him that I felt about Jalen Coker.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I mean, one of the better duos in the league, becoming one of the better duos in the league. I mean, I mean, you got two dudes that can pretty much lock down on the outside, like, and two ball hawks on the outside, like dudes that are get like you said. I mean, the duo with the most interceptions in the league. I mean, they attack the ball to make plays on the ball in the air. I mean, that one interception that Mike Jackson had. I mean, that was a great one against Matthew Stafford. Like, was that?
Fantastic.
I mean,
I didn't even think that was an interception initially when I looked at it. Like I thought it
yeah.
was going to be out of bounds.
But yeah, man, it was just people was just making great plays all over. Um, I will say, like I said, Chuba Hubbard stepped up. I thought that he played pretty well. I would say, especially like in the passing game with some of them, you know, screenplays and stuff that they called, and it's just the way it panned out. I mean, think about this: they played the Rams great both times. I mean, they scored 31 points in both games this year against the Rams. So
Wild how that happened. All right.
yeah, yeah. So it's like both games they had success against them. Like we talked about it before the game, like how T Mac and Jalen Cooker had the advantage on the outside against their corners, like just because of their bigger receivers and
Yeah.
the Rams they have small corners, so they had success with that. And
And
like I said,
you know who Shiz posted after the game too is Manuel Forbes. He was like he retweeted something on like Instagram and people were like, "Dog, you got roasted." Like during the
like the
game.
entire game, bro, like you were getting those like you could. T Mac and Jalen Coker. I mean, you can't stop those. You couldn't stop those dudes, man.
I don't know how you have that confidence. I would not have that confidence to just post it as if like we didn't all see what happened. Like
Exactly,
it's not like you
exactly.
guys dominated either. Like
Nah, I mean, like I said, I think like there's a bunch of lead changes throughout the game. I mean, especially in the third and fourth
especially
quarters.
the
I mean,
fourth quarter,
yeah, going
especially.
back and forth, and it was. I think they said it was what 5 lead changes in the second half alone. So it was crazy, back and forth, and it was just like, oh man, we don't know who's going to win this game at this point, and it's like you just gotta hang your hat because I mean Matthew Stafford showed wow he's probably gonna win the MVP on that last drive. Him just being
He's
able to
likely going to. Yeah, I mean, he got the
like
All Pro. Usually, the All Pro gets the MVP,
yeah.
but last year it wasn't though.
Last year Lamar did. I mean yeah
Jackson,
Lamar
yeah,
did. Yeah he was first team and didn't do it, so that was surprising for sure. But yeah man, what else did you see in the game? Like positive, negatives, whatever direction you want to go in. What did you see?
no, it was positives all the way around. I'm happy about this season. I think I couldn't have asked for anything better. Like, if I were to be nitpicky, I would be like, oh, we could have won this game here, like the Saints game or the Cardinals game. But we also could have very easily lost against the Cowboys, against the Packers, against the Rams, against the Bucks. Like we got like we played well in times that we needed to play well. And
Mm-hmm.
who cares? It turned into some gimmicky playoff spot because of the way our, you know, division was playing, and we were all 8-9, and it turned into us going into the playoffs. Who cares? We made it into the playoffs. We're still 8-9. We still won those 8 games. Like I'm not ashamed of that at all. Like I feel good about that. Like I feel like we're going in the right direction. Like I'm not saying, oh, we're in the playoffs. That means we're amazing. I'm saying we had to win those games to get into the playoffs. And now the ceiling is the sky. Like let's see what we can do. Like I'm
Yeah,
excited to see what we can do. We showed in the playoffs that we can compete. So let's see what we can do.
yeah. I mean, and it's not like they're far off. It's like you got to make a couple, you know, couple positions you got to address, like the linebackers. I would say, like, because in coverage they were getting toasted
And
in
Dan
the
Morgan
middle.
would say too. He just said that this morning
Yeah,
on a radio show.
yeah. And then I don't know. I maybe like. upgrade over Nick Scott as as safety, maybe. But I mean, other than that, I
Nick
mean, defense
Scott's
is pretty good.
apparently great. Like a lot of last year, he was viewed as a liability. Apparently, now everybody loves him. He's a locker room piece. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know enough to know
Yeah,
like if he's a net positive, but
yeah,
it's been a drastic change.
yeah. I mean, he's okay. I mean, a couple of plays here and there in the game. I mean, they dropped some deep balls in that game. That was just like, where was the safeties at? But neither here nor there. And it didn't work out in that way. But and then he dropped that interception. I was just like, bro, you should have had that. I was like, bro, come on. But
Man, luckily we were able to score after that.
yeah, yeah, for sure,
But
for sure.
even being in that position in the first place was good. And Puka
Absolutely.
Nakua did a great job. When you see the slow motion, Puka Nakua did a great job. Like once he realized he couldn't catch it, he just became a
Like
defender.
knocking it out kind of like at the
Yeah,
end. Yeah.
yeah, he
Yeah.
became a defender the second he realized he couldn't catch it.
Yeah. Definitely. For sure, for sure. But man, what a game. I would just say, I mean, that was exciting. Like I said, that's like I'll probably I mean, that was a great game to start the weekend. We had these other great games, a few great games after that, but the Panthers specifically came out and showed out. I want to show a couple of plays before we talk about what the priorities should be for the Panthers this offseason and you know,
All
but I
right.
want to show a couple of plays from the game just to give the audience if they didn't get to see it or wasn't just want to
See if we can't get Jalen Coker up in there. And I feel like
yeah.
highlight in this game, it has to be Jalen Coker because he was all
Oh,
over the place.
absolutely, absolutely. Let's see what we got. Uh, at the stage.
Cameron Curl was very frustrated.
They consider going for.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, this right here was the go ahead touchdown
Yep.
late in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes
I mean,
left.
the
I
play
mean,
really. If the Panthers ended up winning, it would have been the play of the game.
absolutely, because this was a outstanding throw. I mean, you can't throw it any better than he threw it on this play.
Drop in the
I
bucket, and
mean,
Jalen Coker just continues to catch everything that's thrown to him, which I noticed from the
everything. I
beginning.
mean,
Which is why I like him.
like I said,
I noticed this from the very beginning. It was obvious to me, actually. I was like, why are we not like just starting this guy? And then eventually he did become a starter. It's awesome to see.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And I was kind of upset that they didn't like get it, like try to get it. Like I don't know what the plays were on the last drive. Like they threw it to Jimmy Horn a couple of times, but I was just like, man, Jalen Coker needs to get the ball. You know what I'm
Just
saying? I
give it
know.
to him. And now we have T Mac. And so if they decide to be like, oh, the Jalen Coker is good, we need to stop him. We have T Mac, who is like just as amazing in his own way. Like
Yeah. Like, could you imagine if they got like just one more like really good receiver to go along with that?
especially a
That would be.
speedster. A lot of people are talking about signing your guy, Alec Pierce.
I wouldn't
He's a
like that,
great.
but I mean, I don't want him to lead the Colts. But I mean, if he went to the Panthers, that would definitely be a great addition for him. Because
Yeah, if he were to go anywhere, it would be better to go to the Panthers. But maybe we
yeah,
don't even get him. Maybe not. I don't know. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
I
I mean,
just want whatever is best for the team.
that would be a great addition though, because he definitely stretched the field. I mean, someone that's, I mean, become
Clearly,
a really good route runner. Of
but
course, he leads the league in
if we
yards
did
per
sign
reception.
him, if we did sign him, it would be a clear indication that XL is out.
Oh yeah,
Like
they gotta see if they can get like a deal probably similar to the Jonathan Mingo deal that they did
we got a
before.
4th-round pick for him, which was insane.
Hey, if they can get that for XL, you take that.
Well, is Jerry Jones on the phone? Hey, you want another one?
You want another one? Send them to like the Browns or the Jets. They always like them receivers who are like, you know, slept
You
on.
know,
I mean,
it makes me sad because like he's actually like a cool guy. like a human being, but like he's just not. He's an athlete, but he's not great at playing receiver.
Yeah.
And so you have to create almost gadget plays for him because he's so long legged and his strides are so long and take so much to build. It's not conducive to the game of football, you know. Like maybe you could scheme up a system for him, but
Maybe.
but at that point,
I
what are we
mean,
doing here? Like, like
yeah. We haven't seen it, and we just haven't seen it consistently. I mean, the stuff he does on the field, like stepping out of bounds and not being able to get his feet in bounds. I mean, it's just like, bro, like, do you not practice? Like, like
and he's so long legged. Like even when he's across the field, he's like a deer almost. And then we give him kind of gadgety shots, and he still has that kind of prance almost. Like like his stance and the way that he moves is just so long legged that it makes it difficult to garner momentum, and you
yeah.
can't do it. And he's not necessarily good at I feel like such an asshole saying this, but like good at other things either. But like, but like I think he could be used in a very specific way, but it has to be tailored to him.
Yeah. Yeah. And you would think he would be like a better red zone threat than he is, someone you could throw to in the red zone
Because
because of
he's
his
not a great
size.
catcher of the football either. He's really not.
It's
Just
just
as a
like,
matter of
bro.
fact, I'm not even saying it like to disparage
Yeah.
him, you know?
Yeah. 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 You meaning the facts are the facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's watch this play as we
Oh,
run
unlike
along.
my man
Yeah.
over here. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, man, Bryce Young. I mean, this throw is outstanding. I mean, 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in this game. Rams up 27-24, so this was definitely a critical play. Probably the biggest play up to this point.
As aggressive as Canales is, blitz comes. Young, corner of the end zone. Coker, a dime, a touchdown, a Panther lead.
Dude, I was freaking out. Jenna would tell you, I was freaking out, dude. I was like, this is amazing. This is amazing. I can't believe this is actually happening.
You're like, it's like, oh,
dude,
like
I was about to do a backflip.
You're just like we might they might actually win this.
They might. You know what? I never in my mind thought that we would win for real. Like I just thought there was a possibility we would look good, and when that happened, and it was Jalen freaking Coker, I was like, it's happening.
I mean, we was just like, oh, let's go.
Look at Bryce. Look at Bryce right here. Look at him. He's smiling
Yeah.
and laughing. Man,
Yeah.
I love Bryce. It pisses me off when anybody talks bad about him, like Panthers fans saying, like, we need to get rid of him. I don't know if he can do it. He's too undersized. I'm like, are you blind? Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, he's an absolute stud. Like, we let him go, and he's going to be a stud for another team. Like,
I mean, he had to silence a lot of his doubters in like this year and in that game. I mean, for him to play that well, because like I said, like the last two games, it didn't go too well, but he showed up. We always talk about he shows up in the biggest moments, in the biggest games.
Yeah.
He whenever like I said, man, the Panthers play their best when their back is against the wall. That's how they played this year. When their back was against the wall, they played their best football. Yeah. I mean,
look at him. Look at him. Oh man. Oh man. I want that as my screensaver, dog. That's a great look at that. And it says Jalen Coker touchdown. Oh my gosh. That's actually cool. Wait, don't move it. I can actually do that on my screensaver. It's saved.
Nice.
I did
save it yet?
I did Command Shift 4. Yeah, which makes I can like just get the image capture.
Got you. Nice. Yeah, that was crazy. I think they're gonna show a replay so we get like a different angle. But
oh yeah, the side angle from Jalen Coker catching it. Man, look at Jalen Coker, and he's so humble with it too. Him and Bryce, they're so humble with it. Like they're studs. Look at this. Look at oh
Yeah,
my
it's
gosh. I wish they showed the route too that got him open because it was on him
yeah.
and then B Money on the ground being like, "That's right, that's how it goes," and the ref helping him up. Look at that, I love it. You love to see it.
The- yeah, like I
Oh,
said,
love
you
to
just can't make
see
a
it.
better throw than
Oh, that
that.
like the hands up, like him just like doing that. Are you not entertained? Like it was beautiful, dude. It was beautiful. I'm not mad at all. I am not mad at all. Like this, what only one team wins the Super Bowl. Would I rather we go to the Super Bowl and lose? No. Like this was great. Like I loved all of this.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, yeah, you definitely can't. I mean, you can't be mad at anything. I mean, you would like the defense to be more aggressive on that last drive than they were, but other than that, you pretty much satisfied with
Yeah,
it.
the defense was playing a little too heavy prevent, but yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that before. I hate when defenses do that at the end of the game. I just hate that. I hate that so much. Uh,
Why? Why? Be a little aggressive, just a little.
just a
Like
little bit. All you need is one play. Get them out of. If you get them like behind the sticks, one play, the game is basically
you
over
think
at that
they're
point.
not like freaking out too, like themselves? So like if you give them no pressure, they're just like executing like they do all week. Like, come on, give them something.
Exactly. You gotta give them something. You have to.
That's what Dan Morgan
Yeah.
said in WFNZ earlier this morning. Like he said, obviously the pass rush was unacceptable, and I was like, that's what I want to hear from my GM. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I just one more play I wanted to show this other play. I mean, when you see it, you're gonna be like, yeah, that play right there is ridiculous.
oh, I seen that one.
I'm gonna put it
I
full screen, but
dog.
yeah,
Oh my
this play
gosh.
right
You know
here.
who it is. You know who. Oh, look at that. Oh, the catch
Like
and the
Jalen Coker,
staying
that
down
I mean, that catch, the way he was able came
and the
back, like, oh
staying
man,
in bounds, the awareness.
stretch out for that like that.
Mwah, work of art.
Yeah, man, he was incredible the whole game.
He
I think
always
he
is.
what was
He
his
always
what was his
is.
stat line that he finished with 8 catches for like 134 yards,
And the touchdown.
9 catches for
12
134
targets too.
yards. I mean, T Mac had 5. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What a game.
Great game. Great game.
Um,
Honestly, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I'm actually happy.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Um,
And
so
I was there
how you
day one. I was
you
just
said what
gonna say
now?
I was there day one with Jalen Coker. Like when we went to FanFest, who's my favorite player is not Bryce Young, it's Jalen
Jalen
Coker.
Coker.
I love
Jalen
Bryce
Coker.
Young. And I was just like, nah, dude, this dude's such a freaking stud. I know he's gonna be a stud. And now to have it accumulate to this, I just feel like chef's kiss.
Absolutely. And this seemed like the atmosphere, and then like everybody, I was like, man, I was like, next year if the Panthers win the playoffs, we gotta go to the game. We gotta go to the game next year.
Oh, dude, me and you got to go to a game in Jenna.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If they play in the playoffs, we gotta go next year. They're in the
Yep.
playoffs again.
Oh, 1,000,000%. We got to all go together.
Yeah, for sure.
That'll be crazy. The atmosphere is electric.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man. But how do you feel about the future of the Panthers? What do you think they should do next? What should be the priorities this offseason?
I think first and foremost, what we have to do is go for the inside linebacker position. What we need is someone that's able to, in Evero's defense, you're going to have a coverage linebacker. Like Luke Kuechly would have thrived in this type of defense where he can just be somebody that reads quick and goes. It's what makes Nick Scott good because he's able to read well. You know, He might not be the biggest or the strongest, but he's able to read well. Like, if we can get somebody as a linebacker, a middle linebacker that's able to read well, and they can be big and strong, like Sonny Styles out of Ohio State, and we can talk about this if we do draft episodes. Like, I feel like that dude could be an incredible addition for the Panthers. But somebody like that, or even Rodriguez from Texas Tech, if we can, if we're talking free agency, Nakobe Dean from the Eagles, any number of those guys, just one would kind of plug up the stop, read, tackle guy, kind of like the 3-and-D in the NBA, just fulfill a specific role so that the rest of the thing can function. And I feel as though if we have somebody that can work at linebacker like that, and especially if Trevin Wallace continues to improve, then we can focus on the fun parts, like the pass rush or getting speed at receiver. But we have to focus on the boring parts first, especially now that Ike Ekwonu was injured as well.
Yeah. Was it torn patella?
Yep. Patella tendon. Our left tackle is probably going to be out for at least 6 months, maybe 12. Like, it's...
Yeah. Never know.
Yeah.
So do you see that as something that they might have to, address during the offseason, or something they should just add depth to, or what do you think they should do with it?
Well, I think what they need to do is exhaust all their options. Right now, they're still figuring out what's going on with Icky. Icky is, and like Sen, like good vibes that way. He's actually heading over to, I think, California to have his surgery soon. So he's about to have surgery. And he's somebody that hasn't really had major surgery like that before. And to repair his patella tendon. And from that point, it's just healing. And what it looks like is completely dependent on the person. So we have to monitor Icky. At the same time, obviously, we have to be looking at tackles anyway, because Taylor Moton only has 2 years left. He's probably might retire after his contract. And then at the same time, we just need young tackles because we have so many free agents that are leaving. I mean, Brady Christensen, even Josh Neiman, the one that filled in when Icky went out, like, are free agents. Like, so we have to do due diligence regardless. So hopefully we do due diligence enough to like get the right pieces in the right slots like we've done in the past. I trust Dave Canales and more so Dan Morgan and Brent Tillis and the brass to kind of fill in the talent and also be aware of all the gaps.
Yeah, definitely. We saw some comments from Rico Dowdle after the game, basically saying that that he would like to get more.
Speaking of team building,
yeah, he wanted more carries down the stretch more than he got. Basically saying that he would like to go somewhere where he gets the bulk of the carries, so going forward.
And he's right to think that. I honestly I feel like he filled in the perfect hole. Like, I feel like the fact that he was able to come in and probably earn himself a real contract. Hopefully he does get the bulk of the carries. But at the same time, we have a 2nd-round pick, Jonathan Brooks, from last year, that, in my opinion, I'm saying it now. What is it? January of 2026. I think he's the most talented, pure talent running back on the team. And I thought he was that the whole time. Like, I was so hyped to see him, like, when he ran against Tampa Bay and then early on against the Eagles. Like, I was like, oh, he's actually looking good. I like it.
Yeah.
But it's going to be injury. I don't know what causes ACLs, if he's predisposed, if he had an issue with the first one. I don't know what it is, but if he just stays healthy.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. For those who don't know, for the people who don't really know, you know what he can do, who would you say he reminds you of? Jonathan Brooks. Who do you say he reminds you
Arian
of? Like his
Foster.
okay, yeah, yeah, oh yeah, from the
That's
Houston
my
Texans,
first.
yes, sir.
Yep. That's my literally like the way he moves is so smooth and he's powerful. Like
Hmm.
like he's not like running bulldozing you right away. He's just smooth, and then if you hit him, like you don't realize how powerful he is, which is also how Jalen Coker moves too, dog. Like
Yeah, 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 for sure, for
man,
sure.
we're building a team of dogs, like Dan Morgan says.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's definitely a situation to monitor. We'll see. I don't think I don't know if they're gonna be able to retain Rico. I mean, I think he'll probably get like a
I
bigger
don't think he's
contract,
gonna I don't think he's
which
coming.
is fine. Which is fine because, like you said, they still got Chuba and they got Jonathan Brooks. He can come back healthy. I thought Chuba like he looked better as the season went along. Anyway, like down the stretch of
He
the
was
season.
hurt the first part for sure. You could tell he
Yeah,
was hurt.
yeah. And like I said, like he played well like in the last few games, so that was great. I mean to see, so that bodes well for the team going forward. But yeah, man. Like I said, the Panthers got extremely like nice pieces. I mean, of course, offensively, Bryce and T Mac and Jalen Coker. Um, maybe you might want to upgrade at the tight end position. Maybe we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, it's hard
Um,
too because like Jonathan or Jatavion Sanders got hurt, and now we have Jatavion Sanders, Mitchell Evans on his cost controlled rookie deal. Of course, Tommy Tremble, like who we already paid. Like so, it's difficult. The only way we get another tight end is if it's a clear cut number one, like above cutting above the rest,
mhm.
and then we might have to get rid of someone as well.
Yeah, you don't really see as like a position of need. You think it's fine the way it is.
I think I like Sadiq from Oregon, but I really don't like drafting early round tight ends either
Yeah,
because there's
Yep.
just so many variables.
Yeah, yeah. I think they can get away with what they have, and if it comes up to that, they can just maybe
We
look for
don't need
somebody
it.
in
We
free
don't
agency.
need to.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
if
don't
if
need.
if anything, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
man. Panthers, finished the season on a high note, even with the loss. I mean, still moving in the right direction. Still, we
Every
wanted them to
team
make.
ends with a loss, other than
Yeah,
the
yeah,
winners. Yeah,
yeah.
so
But it was a statement game. It was a statement game, and
it
let the
was.
league know that
It
they're
was like
relevant
one of the
and they're
first
still.
times people were even watching us play.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because like if you hear people talk about the Panthers before the game, like people just like on national television, they were just saying like the Panthers have no shot. Like that's what people were saying. The Panthers had no shot and they don't deserve to be in the game. That's what people were saying.
Oh,
So
everyone was saying that.
so I'm glad they were able to go in there
Some
and play
Panther
well.
fans were saying that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I
wasn't.
mean,
I knew it
I
was
mean,
going to be the
because we watched them play. We
Jalen.
watched them
Yeah,
play. Like I
exactly.
said, I knew they were going to play that way just because I told you that's the way they
Because we
play when the
watched
backs was against the wall. Like
and,
every
and you,
time,
I like the way that they play. Like they they can lose to any team and they can beat any team. That's the way they've played. Like they play to their opponent. Very and when I say that, I just mean they're very technically focused, but they're not doing anything novel, like
right?
crazy. Like they're not trying to, they're only throwing it and doing these crazy plays when they have to, which is what a lot of Panther fans are frustrated about because they play to their opponent. And I'm glad that we did, but also hopefully we learned something. Let Bryce cook.
Yeah, I mean, consistently play that way like all season long. Like next year, like hopefully that's just the type of offense you see the whole season. Like the way they were able to play. I mean, put up points. I mean, play to our identity. Getting the ball to Jalen Coker and T Mac and letting them dudes right, giving them the ball in space so they could do run out the catch. I mean, using your tight ends, using the running backs in the effective ways. I mean, moving Bryce inside outside the pocket. So it's just I mean different ways you can use them and you know on display. We've seen it like I said. I knew that they could do that because we've seen in glimpses of it. We've seen games where they played that well. So it's just like a matter of
Oh, dude,
if
when
that's the
he's
team
at
that's
his
going to
best,
show up.
this team is at its best, especially when Bryce is at his best. Tom Brady-esque, dog. I'm not even like, I know I'm a homer, but like, dude in clutch is like, there's ice in his veins. Like, dude just knows what to do, knows how to extend the play, knows where to get it, like, just to get to the next down. And that's all that really matters. I don't care how big or strong you are. Like, that's all that matters. Like,
Definitely. Like I said, they can have. I think the one thing the Panthers need to focus on stronger starts because, like I said, at the beginning of the game, I don't know what happens at the beginning of the games, but they get down, they do some weird stuff. I mean, stuff always happens, and they get down, and
what
something
happened
crazy
a
happens.
couple of times, yeah. Namely the Dolphins and Cardinals game.
Yeah,
And of course this previous Rams game. But not every time.
Like, not every time, but you want to see like stronger stars. There's some play to identity. I mean, now it feels like they comfortable in their skin, comfortable in what they can do. They know what they can do. They did it on a national stage, and I'm pretty sure they're feeling confident, and feeling good going into the all season, and going to next season, feel like they can do some things, and so it should be good. I mean, it should be exciting season. We should expect good things from them, and we're looking forward to it definitely. And then all season we're gonna be following them, the moves, every move they make, and talking about it. So we'll see what happens for sure.
Yeah.
As far as the rest of the league goes, I would just say we had, what was it, 6 games over the weekend. I would say 4 of them were really good. Obviously, the Panthers Rams game, the Bills Jaguars, Packers Bears, 49ers Eagles. All those games were good. The 2 bad games, I would say, not, I wouldn't say bad games, but not as that not I would the Texans Steelers game, that was hard to watch. I was about to turn it off. I ain't gonna lie
Wait,
to you
why?
much time. It's
Because it
because
was boring.
yeah, it was no points. But as far as the Steelers going in Texas game, I think that like I just thought it was a lot of bad football. Like as far as like operation wise from the offenses, like we saw like C.J. Stroud, he had like I think it was like 5 fumbles or something crazy like that. I mean,
Yeah.
but
The turnovers
he
were for
recovered.
the Texans.
Yeah, he recovered 3 of them, but like 2 of them he lost, and it was just like the snap infractions, like they were losing the snaps, and it was just like I was just like, what are we watching here? Even though ultimately, like the Texas defense showed why they were the best defense in the league. So it's just because Aaron Rodgers got absolutely nothing in that game. He couldn't get nothing going. I mean, pretty much shut down DK Metcalf and any of the
Yeah,
other
I was going
receivers.
to say the receivers kind of failed them a little bit.
Yeah, I mean they had some drops too. I did see those drops they had like late in the game and before the interception and the fumble they got returned for touchdowns. I mean they were in the game. I mean the game was close for much of the game until that end when they scored those 2 touchdowns like in the 4th off those turnovers. The Texans, but it was like I said that wasn't the best. That's probably like I said it was hard to watch because I was like I don't know what's going on, but but the defenses played pretty well, and I thought that they definitely disrupted what the offenses were trying to do in that game. And the Texans going forward are going to be like a team to be reckoned with, just because their defense is so great at every level, and they bring pressure. They can cover you on the outside. They play the run well, defend the run, I guess, pretty well too. So it's just like I said, the offense is going to be what fails that team. If they, if anything, the offense is going to be their downfall if they can't get it together. Just the whole operation of the offense.
Yeah, and their coach is, of course, a defensive-minded coach. And D'Amico Ryans, right? And like the fact that like they have Will Anderson and then all of the Derek Stingley, like all.
Yeah, Derek Stingley. Yep.
Oh, Daniil Hunter. Yeah.
Daniil Hunter.
Yeah, dog. Like they have so much talent on defense. So like I feel as though they're going to slug their way into success just based off of their defensive talent with the defensive play calling.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It was definitely tough for him. I mean, that's the ninth straight season like without a playoff win, and now we've all seen it by now. Mike Tomlin, just stepped down as the head coach. So a lot of different things going on
Wild,
with this
right? I was
Phillies.
gonna bring it up
Yeah,
too when you said that, but I was like, no, I'm not. Because I mean, that was just crazy. What a why? Cause I didn't want to derail the conversation because that's such a crazy thing that happened.
yeah,
So I feel like there's no way you could bring that up without like addressing it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, he spent 19 seasons with the Steelers.
Almost 2 decades.
I mean, insane. It's probably time just because they probably need a transition rebuild kind of with a new
Did
quarterback, a
you
new
see?
coach.
Did you see the Ari Mirov report? That said, like Aaron Rodgers was apparently sobbing, and T TJ Watt was like, no, 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 like
Oh,
saying
when he resigned, yeah, basically,
when Mike Tomlin, yeah, when it said it to the team, I was like,
yeah,
dang, I don't know if
that's
I believe
crazy.
that. That's crazy if that's true. Like,
He's definitely beloved by his like former players and then players that are still there. So I don't know. I mean, maybe Aaron Rodgers was thinking maybe he could come back one more season, but now I don't think that's on the table. So yeah, so
so okay, that's what I was gonna say. Actually, what's your opinion on that? You think he's not coming back for sure if Mike Tomlin's not there? Like, you don't think?
yeah, I just think that the Steelers are probably just gonna try to rebuild now. It's not really point of just like same with the same old, same old. We've seen it. Like I think this is one stat that's saying like they have 5 straight playoff losses by double digits. So it's just like you know you're like an average team that gets in the playoffs every year, and then you play your worst football at the end of the season. That's pretty much what happens with the Steelers over the last few years. So I think they want to rebuild and try to now I definitely thought that if Mike Tomlin was coming back, like Aaron Rodgers probably possibly had a chance to come back, but
Yeah.
now it just doesn't seem like he should
See,
unless he just wants to.
the thing that makes me think maybe is for continuity's sake. Like, if a new coach comes in and is like, okay,
Maybe.
we are not going to get a quarterback this year because obviously
Yeah.
we're picking in the late 20s or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, so why not maybe early 20s, but whatever. It doesn't make a difference unless you have the top pick.
Yeah. Unless you're going to trade up or something. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, if they're not going to trade up, then who are we going to get? What are our options right now? If our only option is Aaron Rodgers, he's been in the building. He knows the culture. He can help us build this new culture. So I'm thinking maybe that might be, the case a little bit. Like, I think that's a possibility. I don't think that's going to happen. Like, I don't not think it's going to happen, but that's not like a thing that I think. I just think that's one of the many possibilities.
For sure. For sure. And you never know. I mean, maybe they draft a quarterback and he can learn a little bit under Aaron Rodgers for a year, just to like
Exactly. That would be
take that
best case scenario.
experience.
That would be
Yeah.
best
So
case scenario.
yeah, maybe they go that route. You never know. But I guess we'll see what happens. But
I don't know what
if
quarterback though, because if they're like 20 something, yeah,
yeah, I don't know
not a
unless
good
like it's
quarterback
like
draft.
I know it's like Mendoza, like
Yeah, Mendoza from Indiana, and then
and
Dante Moore.
Dante Moore, but he's going back to school though. He already announced he's going back to school.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I heard because the dude from Texas Tech is gonna be playing under him, right?
You talking
Dylan
about
Dylan
yeah,
Riley.
he Nebraska.
No,
He played in
not
Nebraska.
Texas Tech. You know what I'm talking about. I
Yeah,
said Texas
Dylan Riley.
Tech. This is
Yeah.
a wild brain fart because it's a dude that pretends to be Patrick Mahomes, and
Patrick
Patrick
Mahomes.
Mahomes went to Texas Tech. I'm talking about dude from Nebraska.
Yeah, Nebraska.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dylan Raiola. He's going to
yeah,
Oregon. And
yeah.
so he said he's going to be playing under him. And so I was like, oh, that's wild. He's going to be playing under
Definitely wild.
that I saw like in mock drafts. So that dude must be staying in school. And then you said he was. But yeah, connected to the idea you were saying, like about how wild that was, because that is crazy.
Yeah, because I mean, some people were saying that he didn't want to go to like the Jets or like those bottom feeder, franchises. So that's
Yeah.
why he went back. But
Yeah, Stephen
I
A.
don't
Smith
know.
had a whole thing about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know what it was. I mean, he could do. I mean, he played. I think he's a good quarterback, and I mean, it doesn't matter which class he goes in, as long as you got to go when you're ready. If you don't feel you're ready, you should probably stay in college.
Why
And with the
not?
new
Especially if you can make money now.
NIL, I'm gonna say NIL, you can just stay in college and make money still anyway.
Why
So
wouldn't you? Why would you not? I genuinely don't know why you would not. Like, what
exactly,
do you think this is? Like, the reason I want to go to the NFL is for the money. You like, what are you talking about? This is a job.
exactly,
Like,
exactly. I mean, but yeah, but him returning to school definitely weakens this quarterback class. I think it's like other than Mendoza, it's like probably Ty Simpson and um I don't know. I guess the guy from Ole Miss might come out. What's his name? What's his name? Chambliss. I forget his first name, but he played pretty well like in the for Ole Miss this year.
okay.
Um, but yeah, those probably two quarterbacks. I can't think who else is probably coming. I don't even know who else is coming out this year. That would be good enough. But the 2027 class is looking good. So if the Seahawks decide to
Arch
tank,
Manning.
and
Arch Manning, I said.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
2027. Yeah.
2027 class is gonna be good. I think so. Yeah, for sure. But as far as the other games go, we got to talk about the Eagles, man. The Eagles, they lost to the 49ers over the weekend. I mean, defending champs got eliminated, in the wild card round. I would say, I mean, the team we saw all season long showed up in this game as well. I mean, the offense, man. We talked about this all year long about how bad the offense has been like throughout the season. It's like, bro, how can you have that much talent and and be that bad offensively? We'll never know. Which is pretty much why Kevin Patullo is fired, which I expected. I said he would have been. So,
Yeah.
but man, it's just crazy how bad they were this year, and like just the operation, and then I mean the game. Watching the game, I don't know if you saw the game or was like saw the highlights, but it was
I
just
saw that. I saw the highlights.
it was glaring what they were doing. I mean, and think about it was I thought that they started the game pretty well offensively. I mean, they scored on like the first couple of drives, looked pretty much better. I thought they was getting Saquon the ball early, getting him out in space and letting him be able to get yards out of the catch and have
It was
explosive couple
crazy
of
too.
explosive runs.
It was crazy the fact that a lot of people were already kind of like saying the offense of the Eagles is dysfunctional, and then it completely showed a dysfunctional offense, like where the 49ers were able to take advantage of them. Like, I don't know that either one of them were going to be Super Bowl material this year.
Yeah.
Maybe the
Yeah,
49ers could squeak it through, but
I mean, yeah, the 49ers, I mean, they've pretty much, Cal Shanahan, the job he's done with his team, with all the injuries. I mean, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, I mean, George Kittle
over and over and
tearing
over and over again
his
on
Achilles in
defense.
that game. Yeah, I mean, Mikael Williams, their first round pick, got injured. I mean, so many guys injured. I think
Oh
all the
man, I
linebackers were
forgot
out.
about homeboy. I spent months thinking about dude because I wanted a pass rusher at 8.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
in the
I think
previous
all
draft.
their line, yeah, yeah. I think all their linebackers were injured. Starting linebackers were injured. It was just so they had a bunch of like backups out there, and they were still able to. Robert Saleh and his scheme was still able to get to Philadelphia and what they're doing. Although we saw in this game, we saw AJ Brown have some drops. After all that, about not getting the ball, we saw those drops he had in this game.
Horrible.
Very crucial too.
I saw them. Yeah, not good.
I mean, and now people are talking about AJ Brown might be traded this offseason just because
It seems like he wants to be almost every year. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, it seems like he just is not happy. He seems like he's very like he's like happy to himself. Like, he does this like Zen vibe where he like reads like things, but like every clip to the media is like, I hate this and I want to leave. And then him and Sirianni got into it on the sideline too.
Yeah, during the game, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Right after that drop. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, but the thing about the Eagles is they don't like their offense is so basic, it's so generic, and predictable. Like I've seen like several analysts talk about how like they do the same plays over and over again, like simple plays, like AJ Brown. If they run, like I think they said in that game, like when the Eagles ran under center, when they were under center, they ran the ball every single time, like and they ran the ball every single
They
time
made it
when they went under.
obvious.
Yeah, so it was like every time we know the Eagles were going to run the ball every time they under center.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then like if AJ Brown like does like a certain move, he's going to run like he doesn't run he doesn't like a go route, like a hitch route, or like a slant or something. That's all he really does. And like similar with Devontae Smith, like Devontae Smith is a little bit different, but it's like it's similar stuff like that's going on throughout.
How is
And it's
Devonta
like,
Smith? Do you are you following him at all? Because I'm curious. He was a top like 12, 13.
I mean they don't pass the ball, bro. It's
I
like,
wonder how he would do on another team.
that's what I'm saying. Like they don't pass the ball enough to even know we know he's good. We know he's good, obviously, but they don't pass the ball like enough to even know like to get the most out of him, or get the most out of AJ Brown, or get the most out of Jalen Hurts and what he's done. Like the way they used him this year, like Jalen Hurts, I think I saw a stat where he only rushed 41 times this year, like last year, and then last year he rushed 96 times, and this year only rushed 41 times. I guess because they want to preserve him for the playoffs, or didn't want him to get injured, harm himself, running the football. But they didn't even have no design runs for him in this game. Like they really didn't. They didn't have no design runs, which was critical in last year's playoff run. If anybody watched it, like the running game and how great it was. I mean, Saquon and Jalen Hurts, the way they ran the ball. I mean, how it set up the passing game. I mean, that was the key to their playoff run, along with, of course, with their defense, which the defense still played outstanding, I thought, in this game and throughout the year. But the offense just never showed up. I mean, we just seen it all season long, them struggle. And even with like, you just seen like the downfall. It was just crazy. And it's funny because like, if you hear some of the plays that they ran in this game, like over and over again, like when you hear these plays, like tell me where you've heard these, like you've seen people run these plays before, or like heard of it. So they ran double slants, mesh, and 4 verticals. Where have you heard that before, John?
Madden. That's what they do in Madden plays. Just pressing like ask Madden, press X. Yo. LOL.
Literally, when I saw, I was like, well, like people were like I was watching this people like say the plays that run. I was like, wait a second, this dude's just running Madden plays.
He's asking Madden.
Like, dude, like, bro, that's literally the plays like you run on Madden, literally all the time.
Not the mesh, dog. That's crazy.
Double slants, mesh, and 4 verticals. I'm telling you,
4 verticals. I mean, that's the first thing you learn in Madden.
That's what I'm saying. I was like 6 or 7 running those plays. That's all I used to run. 4 verticals, slants.
Dog, Madden. Oh my gosh, Madden 07, 4 verticals. That was.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like and think about it, I'm like, bro must ain't updated himself. I mean, bro must think he playing Madden or something. Because let me tell you something, the new Maddens, if you run those plays now, you're not getting those off. You're not getting those off even in these Maddens, these new Maddens, like Madden 25 and 26. You're not getting those off. You're not being successful with it.
I did not even know that. Is the AI better now?
It's better. I mean, it's better. You're not getting those plays off. You're not getting no easy completions with those plays anymore. So it's like he doesn't even know that. Like you can't even be successful with that on Madden anymore. So you're out there running these generic plays that everybody knows about. I'm like, I couldn't believe those. It's crazy though. I
don't understand sometimes. Like I'll be thinking, like, why do some coaches like call like the most obvious plays that know is going to happen, and they know that that they know, and you still do it anyway, the exact same way. Like I was thinking, like maybe do a plot twist. No, there's people that just put these like most obvious plays out there, and they get paid millions of dollars.
And think about Kevin Patullo. He never was an offensive coordinator before he got this, this job. So I was like, how did he get this job in the first place? Like, this dude was never an offensive coordinator. He never had. It's been interviewed to be an offensive coordinator anywhere else, and got the offensive coordinator job for the defending Super Bowl champs this year.
Yeah.
Like, this the guy y'all put y'all trust in to run your offense. Like, bro, come on, man. And this, he goes out and does this on the most critical play of the season, 4th and 11. He runs 4 verticals. That's what I run on Madden. I'm not a coach.
You gotta throw it to X. X is always the fastest receiver.
And they didn't even throw the ball to like AJ Brown or Devontae Smith to try to see if they can get like a, throw it to him to see if they can get like a contested catch or like a jump ball, pass interference down the field. They threw it in the middle of the field. Why would you do that?
Probably because they were thinking there's no way that it can go all the way to the end zone, and this dude can just scoop it back and do an alley-oop, and maybe there's some miracle or something.
Ridiculous, bro. But that was funny, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's just crazy to think about. I mean, I know the Philadelphia Eagles like fans just gotta be sick. Gotta be sick because, like I said, they didn't take advantage of the.
Quincy's a big Eagles fan. I watched the Super Bowl with him last year. I was rooting for the Eagles just because of him, and I was like, "Oh, dang, he's not gonna be."
At least they got that. I mean, they had it last year. They got to celebrate last year, but
that's true.
I mean,
come on, like, you can't have it all.
Yeah, you can't. It's crazy to think about for sure. I mean. But gotta give credit to the 49ers who made plays in the biggest critical situation, biggest parts of the game. I mean, Brock Purdy was excellent down the stretch. We saw that one play, that trick play, like Juwan Jennings do it to Christian McCaffrey on that.
Oh, Juwan Jennings. I did see that. Yeah, he's funny. Yeah, he's a character too because he like get into it with a fan or something.
I think so.
I just thought of that when I saw him. Like scooping it back. I was like, oh, don't hit
a fan. Oh man, for sure. But yeah, that was a great throw for a receiver. I heard he was like he played quarterback in high school, so I guess he was able to, get back into his old days, run it back. But and then the catch was great too by Christian McCaffrey. That wasn't the easiest catch to make either. So
always is. One of my biggest regrets as a Panther fan. Like I feel like
Christian McCaffrey, like his receiving skills are just great. I mean,
the thing is,
he's a unique player.
We wouldn't have known. We got a 2nd, 3rd, and 4th round pick for him. We wouldn't have known because he was injured the previous 2 years. So the trajectory for an injured running back getting 2nd, 3rd, 4th round pick, you unload him, especially if you're a rebuilding team. Yeah. Like, I don't even blame the previous. I don't blame the previous regime. I'm happy to see him succeed, but I'm like, dang, imagine this on the Panthers.
What could have been? Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, man. I think the Cam Newton injury changed like the whole everything. So they just started like, we just need to get assets over here for this rebuild.
Like you're trying to trigger me right here. Yeah, that Watt injury changed everything.
Yeah, that was the start of the end right there. Unfortunately,
and we were 6-2. It was week 8.
I remember
week 9 going in. Yeah, coming out of week 8.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was devastating for sure.
Man. At least we didn't know it at the time. I'm glad. If it was like, oh, he snapped his leg in half and that was it right there, that would have been way more devastating than me like slowly realizing, oh, he's not the same player anymore, like. So I'm not even mad. I'm not mad. Honestly, the way it happened, I loved every minute of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. But like I said, man, the 49ers, I mean, like they had different guys step up, like Cal Juszczyk and DeMarcus Robinson. Like all those dudes stepped up on offense for him. George Kittle tore his Achilles early in that game. That was a terrible, play injury. Unfortunate for him. But like I said, the 49ers, it is
so bad.
I mean,
I wish we could just turn it off. Turn off injuries.
I always do in video games. I always turn it off.
I know. Yeah, me too. It makes it more fun. Man. Why do I want to introduce that?
Yeah, I mean, come on now. But yeah, man, the injuries definitely suck. I mean, we had so many this year, and it's just been bad. I hate the injuries. I hate when it disrupts the flow, and we don't see the best of teams
Like
because of
when
the
a
differences.
team that's like their entire structure is kind of based on a player, whether it be offense or defense, like
Yeah,
it's just frustrating to be like, well, now we're lame duck. Now we're just waiting for the next year for this person to get back or to see if we can replace this person. Like it's so annoying. It's like it just sucks.
yeah, man, for sure. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I would definitely say. But yeah, man, another game with one of the other games. The Chicago Bears, they beat the Packers. I mean, that was a great game. I thought. I mean, especially the end of the game. I mean, Chicago Bears scored 25 points in the fourth quarter. Caleb Williams had some crazy throws. I mean, some ridiculous throws in that game. I
DJ
mean,
Moore, another former Panther.
yeah, yeah,
Good.
yeah, man. We know he's talented, so at some
I
point he's
knew,
going to
yeah,
show up.
exactly. Everybody knows he's a stud. Yeah.
Definitely. But man, the Packers, they were up 21-3 to start that game. I mean, and like in the first half, they looked good. Jordan Love threw 3 touchdowns. I mean, Romeo Dobbs looked like, I mean, he played the best I've ever seen him play. I wish he would have been playing like that more during the regular season when my fantasy team was going on, but that's neither here or there.
Was
But
he injured? Like playing through injury?
I don't know if he was playing through injury or not. I think
Okay.
he could have been. But we know with the Packers, they have so many different receivers that they try to get
They
involved, and
do. Yeah, yeah. They
so
didn't
it's
even
like you
discover
never
their
know who's
first
going
round
to
pick.
be.
They didn't
Yeah,
discover their first round pick until this just previous round.
yeah. They didn't know who they wanted to feature. In the offense. Sometimes you never know who's going to get the most. Catches, the most targets. These could be. You got Christian Watson and Jaden Reed and Matthew Golden now and
Now
Romeo
Matthew
Dobbs.
Golden. Hopefully Matthew
Yeah,
Golden gets more featured.
yeah. I mean, he had a great play in that game. I mean, that touchdown he had was crazy.
Yeah.
Matthew Golden. So yeah, it was ridiculous. But like I said, Jordan Love. I mean, in the first half, he was doing his thing. He was, you know, moving the ball up and down the field methodically. In the second half, I thought the Chicago Bears they got more pressure on him. They got put more pressure on him, and he started to he was 2 of 11 on passes downfield in the second half. So which is passes that are more than 15 yards. So two
Right.
of 11 of those passes. After being three or four for the first half. So you can tell the difference in the game. I mean, the pressures they were able to get, they were able to, and then they were able to disrupt what they were doing. And then Caleb, I mean, it's crazy because the Bears weren't really in the game until the fourth quarter because it was 21-6, going into the fourth quarter, and then they scored 25 points. So and then the Packers kicker, man, he missed 2 field goals and a PAT,
Those
so that really
kickers,
hurt
man,
them.
I feel bad. Like Tyler Loop and now Homeboy, like
Yeah, I mean,
because that was the only reason the Bears were able to get the victory. Like,
definitely. I mean, like I said, Caleb Williams played well though. I mean, they had 4 scoring drives in the fourth quarter. I
yeah,
mean, like I said, that 4th and 8 play to Roma Dunze where he got outside the pocket and he threw it over. He was 2 or 3 defenders over there and he threw it right over there and Roma Dunze was able to catch it. It was that's probably one of the best throws we see this season. I mean, not the best throw we've seen this season. So definitely, I mean, some great plays and we finally seen Caleb Williams, live up to the expectations he came in with, going into his draft year. We've
without the
seen,
mistakes. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, we're seeing him grow and mature into that player. I mean, he's st- he's. I think what Caleb Williams is the crazy part about Caleb Williams is you want him to stay inside the pocket because he's still a little inaccurate with his throws inside the pocket. When he gets outside of
erratic.
out of
Yeah,
structure, outside the pocket, that's when the wild plays. That's when the splash plays happen. That's when he's able to thrive and make plays with his legs and throw these crazy passes.
dude, that's the same thing with Bryce, where like everybody kind of memes Bryce, oh, he's so small or whatnot, but it's a little bit of a superpower because he's able to just dodge in and out and he moves like dodges and moves and quickly is there, and like he just sees somebody, and he doesn't have the best arm strength in the world,
Mm-hmm.
but he's able to put a little touch to just flick it, kind of as what's homeboy's name? Al Michaels? No. Chris Collinsworth would say a little Mahomey.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you definitely see the similarities with them. I mean, out of structure plays, both of them are great out of structure, making extending plays and just making outstanding throws like on the run and, across the body, different arm angles, all that type stuff. I mean, both of them great at that. Funny enough, both first round number 1 picks. So it's and
Yeah,
undersized quarterbacks as
one
well.
with
So
ours.
yeah.
I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, which is insane. I also thought Colson Loveland, he had a pretty good game. Like the Packers could not cover Colson Loveland in this game, bro.
Yeah,
He was
Loveland is grown throughout the season. He was somebody that was drafted above Tyler Warren, whereas everybody thought Tyler Warren was going to be the number 1 tight end, and he still is, a very valuable piece to the Colts offense. So like it's more kind of like over easy or scrambled, kind of, like how do you want your
I mean,
eggs?
whichever one you want. How do you, whatever flavor you want,
Yeah,
both kind of in the same boat, but I mean, to see he's playing much better. I mean, he's been the best receiver for the best pass catcher for the Bears, I would say, the last half of the season. So, I mean, he's been producing at a high level. So that's great.
yeah.
And then I think I think that them moving forward, that Rams Bears game is going to be like a high scoring game. It's going to be a high scoring game, I feel
Oh,
like.
of course. Yeah.
I mean, because neither defense is great. And, so you're going to see some spectacular plays, especially the Rams.
I think the Rams defense is going to be better than they were against the Panthers in certain ways.
I think I could definitely see that. I feel like, I mean, the Rams offense is going to score, I think, over 30 against their Bears. The Bears defense is terrible. I mean, they suck. I mean, I mean, they got pressure on Jordan Love in that game, but the Packers' mistakes, they lost that game. I don't know. I still don't know what they were doing in some of those plays. But I mean, to let them score that many points and give them that many opportunities was crazy. But yeah, the Rams are probably going to score they're probably going to score 40. They might score 40 in that game against the Bears, let's be honest. But even still, if they do, I feel like the Bears are probably going to make some late comeback like they always do. Like, just try to, like, put up points late to make the game closer than it probably really was.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to see some spectacular plays, which they've been doing all year long. I mean, they get
playoff football. That's what I love to see.
I think they've been like in 11 or 12, like, games where it just come down to the wire and like where they've had like comebacks. So it's like, we know the game is going to be full of great plays, offensive, explosive plays.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure. Another game, Bills. I mean, they beat the Jaguars, took care of business. I thought Josh Allen played pretty well. I mean, the Jaguars, man,
what was the final score on that one?
So the Bills won 27-24. So it was a close game.
Oh, it's very close. Okay.
Yeah, back and forth.
Oh yeah, that's where the old soulful black woman said, "You keep going on, young man," and everybody got outraged for some reason.
The Liam Coleman after the game. Liam Coleman, Jaguars head coach.
Jaguars. Yeah. That was so sweet. I can't believe people are upset at that. What, like,
people get upset at anything nowadays.
Bah humbug! If you're upset at that, like, dog.
I mean, like, you can't be nice to people. You got to be mean to everybody. You got to be,
No, they were saying it was like, because it's like you're taking away from actual questions, and you know what the actual question is about. Tell me about how you lost that game and why. It's like just like the most basic questions that aren't even like.
Yeah, like it affected anything. But yeah, like I said, man, but in this game, I thought Josh Allen, he really, it wasn't like one of those games where he went crazy running the ball or was just throwing the ball, crazy plays. But he was methodical. He was surgical with, these throws and moving the ball down the field and get it to the right players. I mean, because like I said, his receiving options are limited, bro. Like, he has Khalil Shakir. I think Khalil Shakir had 12 catches in this game, bro. And he got like Keon
Any
Coleman
game
who
where
doesn't.
Khalil Shakir has 12 catches is a mistake. I'm sorry if you ever watch this, Khalil. I love you. I don't know you, but also that would be a mistake just on paper.
Right, because it's like you're not moving, he's not getting no explosive plays off that. It's
I
like
mean, it just doesn't. I
it's
mean,
check downs,
like
it's underneath
if it's
throws.
12 receptions
Yeah,
for a quote unquote third string receiver, like it's just your game plan is not working.
yeah. I mean, and then like I said, like it's limited, man. I guess his ties are his best receiving options. So it's like what can you do? But like I said, Josh Allen, he willed his team to victory. I thought the difference in the game was the turnovers to me. I mean, Trevor Lawrence threw two
Always is.
interceptions.
Yeah.
Um, that last interception, I mean, on the last drive, that was critical. I mean, the Jaguars had a chance to go down the field and tie the game or take the lead. I thought that the Bills like pass coverage was great all year, all game long. Other than against Parker Washington. Parker Washington, man, we got that dude. That dude is amazing. He's been
What's
great.
going on with
Like,
him? Everybody on fantasy Reddit is saying he's going to be like the number one receiver
I
for the
mean,
Jags next year.
dog, he's been like the Jags, like probably the best, probably most productive receiver the last half of the season. I mean, he knows how to get
Who is
open.
he? Like, is he a draft pick or a free agent?
I think he drafted them like I don't know how many years ago they drafted them, but he's been playing well this whole like the last half of this season
Is he
for the
young, like
Jaguars.
on a rookie contract?
Yeah, I think he's like on a rookie contract. Like I think so. I think he's like probably in his third year or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I just hadn't
yeah,
heard of
third.
it. I like, and now people are talking about him like he's like above Brian Thomas Jr. And I was like, whoa, what's going on with Parker
Well,
Washington?
just because Brian Thomas hasn't played well this year. I mean, he
Yeah,
hasn't been productive. He
yeah.
isn't like. I mean, he
Same
had a
with Xavier
touchdown
Leggett,
last game,
dog.
but
Same with Xavier Leggett.
yeah, but yeah. So it's like he stepped up and like helped out. I mean, his ability to run out of the catch has been great. His ability to find areas in the zone and sit and kick. This I mean, he's just good at route running and getting open and being explosive on the field. Like he impacts the kicking game, punt returns, kick returns as well. So, I mean, he's been definitely an asset for the Jaguars. But late in
Yeah.
this game, like I said, I mean, the Jaguars they just missed opportunities. They didn't. I think the Bills they had a couple like turnover on downs, and the Jaguars couldn't convert on those, couldn't score points on those turn off those turnovers and as well. So, like I said, it came down to the last few minutes, and Josh Allen he made this crazy throw to Brandon Cooks. Like that was like I don't know, it had to be like 30 or 40 yards that this pretty much put them in position to go down and score. Did you see the
Like,
tush push that went for like 10 yards too? Like the tush push,
wait,
you
what?
see that play? The
The
Josh
tush
Allen
push that went
like
for
the
10
Josh Allen.
yards?
Yeah, it was like
Wait, was
they
it the touchdown?
well, they didn't it looked like a touchdown, but it wasn't a touchdown. But
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. They overruled it. That I
yeah,
do know what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah, but that was a critical play. That was an insane play. Dude, he basically got just picked up by his offensive lineman and just pushed like almost to the like end zone. It was
Yo,
just
what are we
crazy.
doing? What are we doing? Is this rugby? Yeah.
Yeah, like that can happen. Like I didn't like we're just like maybe the Bills are now the king of the tush push. Now the Eagles are gone, they're just gonna like take it. Say we're just gonna make it
Maybe.
better. Now. Yeah, definitely. But
I
that's
think the
it. And
Panthers are the king of the tush push on account of the big strong man, Bryce Young.
hey, we don't want. Maybe they could get better in that area. They could probably get better in that area.
A little bit.
Yeah, for sure. But this was Josh Allen's first road win, like playoff win, I think, and then like the first road playoff win the Bills have had since 1992. So I mean, this was something big for them. I think a lot of pressure is on Josh Allen because he's probably the best quarterback in the AFC at this point. No Patrick Mahomes, no Lamar, no Joe Burrow. We talked about this, like how wide open, how his nemesis
The
aren't there. So
only, you know what really cemented that? The only quarterback that has won a Super Bowl right now in the entire playoff picture is Matthew Stafford.
Matthew
Only
Stafford,
one.
yeah.
Only one
Yep.
quarterback has ever won a Super Bowl. I mean, wide open. And we
Yeah.
almost
Josh
beat him.
Allen, it's your time.
We almost beat him. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
crazy, right?
this is a Josh Allen legacy run if he's ever got
It's
one.
your time, man. If any time, no better time than this. I mean, you play the Broncos defense. We know they're a good defense coming up, but boy, you got to show out. Got to show out against them. It's gonna be tough. Like I said, your weapons are limited, but I mean, just gotta do whatever it takes to get there. I think you can do it because the Broncos' offense is kind of limp. Like I said, they're not that good, so you should be able to at least, even if you can get to like 17, 20 points, that should probably give you a win over the
Well,
Broncos.
easier said than done because their defense is
Yeah,
really
defense is
good.
it's good. Definitely good for sure. I think the only game we haven't gone over, the last game to go over, it's the Patriots Chargers game. That game was, I mean, the defense played. Both defenses played well in that game. I don't think I think there's only one touchdown scored in that game too. Like the Patriots scored the only touchdown in that game.
See, it
Um,
just goes to show the difference between the Panthers' playoff run versus the Chargers. The Chargers are feeling, and their fans are feeling just despair and like, dang, what a season that could have been, you know? Especially because they had injuries. They had two
all
tackles,
the injuries in the world. Yeah.
Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater. Like,
hmm
and the Panthers were kind of this insurgent team that nobody expected to be there. So, like, yeah, we played well and lost. And, like, yeah, they lost too. But it goes to show the trajectory, the difference in trajectory, because I feel bad for Chargers fans right now. Like, that they must be feeling some doom and gloom. They fired Greg Roman, right?
Greg Roman. Yeah. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
their
firings happen.
offensive coordinator.
Yeah, a lot of movement, a lot of firings, a lot of movement for sure. Over the last couple of days. But yeah, man. Like I said, the Patriots, I mean, Drake May, I thought that he played well in the second half. I mean, he was 11 or 14 in the second half and rushed for, 66 yards. So he put a team on his back in the second half, and I thought, put his team in position to win, even though it wasn't the most the prettiest win. I mean, in the playoffs, you got to win by any means necessary whenever, whatever it takes to win.
It
So,
matters.
yeah. So, I mean, he made the plays when they needed it. That throw to, I think it was Hunter Henry, I believe it was. That throw was insane. I don't know if you saw that throw, but
I did see that. Yeah, for the tight end for the Patriots. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy throw. I mean, so we've seen what he can do. I mean, like I said, Drake Mays is a great player. And then in the second year, leading his team to victory in that way. Like I said, like the Patriots defense, man, they were great in that game. I think they held the Chargers to like 200 yards. I mean, they were 1-10 on third downs. I think the Chargers only had one play that was over 10 yards. I mean, think about that. You didn't have a play that was over 10 yards. I mean, only one play that went over 10 yards in the entire game.
It just like it triggers me because that was 2 games ago with the Panthers. There was like they had 3 plays that were over, I think it was 5 yards. And I was like,
crazy.
What in the world are we doing on offense? This wasn't the past game. Obviously, the Rams game was better. But, like, it was one of the previous games before that. It was either the Buccaneers or the Saints.
Buccaneers or the Saints game. Yeah, one of them games. Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy for sure. But, I mean, you hate to see it, like, in the playoffs, you have your worst game in the playoffs. That's not good, So, I mean, that's what happened with the Chargers. I mean, so it wasn't a good outing for him, but I mean, we'll see what happens. I think they probably should get an offensive coordinator. Mike McDaniel's available. I mean, he's probably the most coveted offensive coordinator out there. Don't you think?
I do not want him to touch the Falcons or the Buccaneers offensive coordinator position.
he's gonna have a
I'm
lot of
glad John Harbaugh is not touching them because he's going to the Giants.
yeah. I mean,
I
that's a
wonder
good
how
hire
my
for
mom
them.
thinks about that. My
Oh,
mom
she's
is
a Giants fan.
yeah, she's my both of my parents are they're big
Oh
Giants fans.
wow.
Yeah, I've been
Okay,
talking to her
cool.
about I think they don't even well the last time I talked about him they didn't know that John Harbaugh was going to be the guy and now he
Yeah,
is.
yeah, that's a good hire for them, I think.
Great
Yeah,
hire.
man. Yeah, but yeah, man. So I think the Patriots they play the Texans in the next round, I believe. So we're gonna really see if Drake May is up to this task against that Texas defense, which is outstanding.
Yeah.
Um, like I said, they get. I mean, they have no weaknesses. No weaknesses on that defense. I mean, you can't really run the ball on them. You can't really, like I said, only way you can really get them if you throw the ball deep. Like you might be able to catch them like on some
And
deep
I bet
passes.
those AFC South teams are hoping Daniil Hunter retires this offseason.
What? But then we got to deal with Will Anderson for next 10, 15 years. So
Already. But like I mean, what you gotta at least have some hope for something. Like,
yeah, at least get rid of one of them, right?
yeah,
One less problem.
right.
For
And then they
sure, for
have
sure.
not Kool-Aid, but Kinstry, the other one, the Alabama cornerback, right? Oh well, Derek Stingley,
You talking
but
about
then
Derek Stinley,
but
Kamari
then
Lassiter?
Kamari Lassiter, that's the other one I was talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. Both. I mean, I think both of them like all pro cornerbacks. I think too. So
Kamari Lassiter was all pro.
I think he was. I'm not
If
really sure,
that's
but yeah,
true, that's wild.
he
I've
might have
not
been.
followed up for
I
him.
don't know. I don't know if he was or not, but I know he was in the conversation. I know some voters were saying they voted for him to be on
If
All
he even
Pro.
got
So
votes, that's amazing. Like that's
yeah, so that's
I
kind of
remember him coming
crazy.
out of the draft. Like he fell because of his he had I believe it was he had the stature but lacked the athleticism. And then there
Hmm.
was other shortcomings at some points of his game, but he had the length and whatnot. Kind of like Mike Jack for the Panthers.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, cornerbacks that slept on, but able to play above expectations and exceed expectations.
It
I
helps when you have
mean,
length.
for sure, for sure. But yeah, man. Um, like I said, I wanted to show like the divisional round. These are the games for this weekend. I mean, we got Bills, Broncos, gonna be a good game, I think. Seattle, San Francisco. We seen that game, I think, but Brock Purdy, I think they said he's undefeated in Seattle, so that's something I don't know how much that weighs in the playoffs,
Yeah, I
but
mean, at this point, there's so many variables.
I know,
I bet
right?
you could
I
say
mean,
like, I bet you could say like the Seahawks have won every time the day was odd in the month of February. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure, for sure. But that's a good game. Um, but really excited to see what Sam Darnold does in the playoffs this year. I mean, is he gonna show up and show us that he's a playoff quarterback? He's taking that next step, or is he gonna be the Sam Darnold we all seen over the last few years, who's struggled in playoff games? So
right.
that's gonna be a great storyline to watch, and
Yeah.
looking at to see that game for sure. Patriots, Texans. I'm really interested to see how Drake May does against that Texas defense. We talked about that a little bit just a few
Right.
minutes ago. But and then CJ Stroud, is he gonna play a good game? I mean, we haven't seen CJ Stroud really, show us the version that we saw, like what was it, his rookie year where he just,
Yeah,
played
he's playing
outstanding.
much more conservatively. He's not like
Yeah.
letting it sling, but I think he's doing it rightfully so because he realizes how to win the game. So
Hmm.
the fact that the Texans defense is just so powerful and so superior to the most of their opponents, just don't turn the ball over, don't make mistakes, and you'll be good. And he's kind of
Yeah.
learning that. So I'm curious if there's going to be a game where he needs to win it for them rather
That's what I'm
than
thinking.
playing, the way that they've asked him to. And I guess we'll see. The Patriots will be a great test.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because we know Drake and the Patriots, they can make some plays. They can out of structure. I mean, even with the defense. I mean, even with the best defense, the Achilles heel for most of those defenses are dual threat quarterbacks. So when you have Drake May who can throw outside of structure and make plays with his legs and make insane throws down the field, I mean that gives those even the best defenses problems. So we're gonna see what
Every time you
happens.
say Drake May, you know what I think?
What you think?
Drake May. I can't unhear it now. This is what the kids are saying. His name is Drake May.
Yeah, I've heard that for sure. And then we got the Rams Bears. Like I said, I think that's gonna be a great game. I mean, high scoring, definitely for sure. But we're definitely gonna have some good games to look forward to. Who would you say you trust the most out of these teams now? I mean, looking at these teams, like who?
Well, I guess the matchups matter because I would probably say Seahawks and 49ers is going to be a rough matchup, but I'm going to give it to the Seahawks. And I don't see another team that I want to say Rams, but they've not been as strong these last 6 weeks. Ever since they played the Panthers. Played the Panthers, I'm just gonna I don't know if it's correlation or causation, but
I feel like their passing defense is, their coverage, the back end has been exposed.
Yeah,
they allow a lot of yards.
That's really what it was. Yeah, the Panthers kind of took the top off their defense a little bit, and that's a great thing for the Panthers, a great development for them. But I'll say the Seahawks. Rams and Bears, I want to say the Rams, but the Bears can do some damage offensively. And we'll see with those corners like we were just talking about, that secondary. I don't know. And then the Bills and Broncos, I'll say it's going to be a blunt force meeting an impenetrable wall. That offense for the Bills versus that defense for the Broncos. And Patriots, Texans.
Same thing.
I'm kind of, yes, in a lot of ways, but the opposite. Well, the Texans defense. But I feel like that Patriots offense might be able to overpower them. I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. That's just my... That's my immediate knee-jerk reaction. If they don't, I wouldn't be surprised. But that's what I'm thinking.
I'm definitely thinking that the Patriots and the Bills will advance. And then on the other side, I'm thinking the Rams and Seattle. I definitely think those are probably the two that probably advance from those matchups.
Yeah.
The only thing with Seattle is, like I said, Sam Darnold's the only thing holding them back. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, what if Sam Darnold goes out there and has a dud? If he just
hasn't yet, which is surprising relative to the rest of his career.
Yeah. I mean, and could the 49ers be a team of destiny? I mean, they had so many injuries and they're still able to, be available, be able to win some of these games, or are the injuries going to catch up to them at this point? Like, the injuries, is just too many injuries for them to overcome at this point.
Right. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, 49ers have, honestly, I can't believe they're even this far ahead. So good for them. I think it was more last week. Actually, to answer your question, it's the Seahawks. I think last week it was more so the Eagles' downfall than the 49ers victory. And the team I feel most confident about is the Seahawks right now.
Yeah, man. I mean, because they're able to run the ball effectively, efficiently, and throw.
Yeah, they are, and for good reason. Not just as the meme, but I actually do think they're able to structurally overpower the 49ers because of their injuries.
Yeah, I mean, and then we've seen what Jackson Smith and Jay with doing all season long. So,
dude, it's not even fair.
Right. But yeah, man, it definitely should be entertaining and intriguing to see what happens for sure.
Him, Abuka, freaking Garrett Wilson. I wanted all those Ohio State receivers for the Panthers.
I mean, they have so many. Them and LSU.
Marvin Harrison Jr. I forgot the main one.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
even though
crazy.
he hasn't been doing as well. But still, I still wanted him as a prospect.
Absolutely. Absolutely. One last question before we end the pod. The Panthers. How excited are you for next season to see what they can do with this offseason and going to the next season? How excited are you?
Incredibly. I mean, like this just about ended the best way that it could have ended. Like we still have pick 19 because if we would have won, we would have had, like I was saying before, like a later,
In the
much later
20s.
pick. Yeah, exactly. Because we would have to go past all the losers, you know, especially
Mhm.
if we ended up losing that and didn't even get the satisfaction of like winning another round. So I'm glad that the season ended the way that it did. We had a talent disparity. We were not ready for the big time. We could have won, but it was unlikely. But we could
Mhm.
have because we have X factors on offense. When we look at Jalen Coker, when we look at T Mac, when we look at Bryce Young, like when we look at those guys, we have X factors. So we can win games that we shouldn't have. But on top of that, we have a lot of deficiencies, namely linebacker, pass rush, sometimes safety, and then, of course, tight end if we want to talk about floor versus ceiling. So I say all that to say this was the best possible outcome. Like, this was awesome. I could not be more happy about the Panthers. Cam Newton freaking came back. Like, knocked on
Insane.
the keep pounding drum.
Did you
Drum.
see when him and the players did like the thing where they point to the
Like,
crowd and like
oh my gosh. Going, taking back to 2015, dog.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, it was awesome.
That
It
was
was awesome.
great. That was
It
great.
was
Yeah.
incredible. It was amazing. Like I genuinely could not have asked for a better season and a better end to the season. The only thing that sucks to me is that Ike Ekwonu got hurt. Like
Yeah.
like really hurt. Like for maybe a whole year. Like that's the thing that I'm like, oh, literally everything else is just like honeymoon ending. I'm like, I am not complaining at all. Like I loved this. Even that we lost, we played so valiantly, and the context of it was just so perfect, and the stadium was electric. Like I loved all of it. So I was
Absolutely.
happy. I was happy, and my outlook for the season is continuing on that trajectory. I feel as though that just put us up to at least put us on the path to reach our full potential. So I think we can.
Mhm. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, just seeing the Panthers, the growth the team has had over the season, when they went through from the beginning of the season, to what they are now. I mean, it was great to see the maturation, just to see the players develop and see Bryce like solidify himself as the quarterback for the next for foreseeable future.
I'm
I
glad he
think,
did because I knew the whole time. Like obviously, like it kind of pissed me off when people talk bad about Bryce because like you don't watch. So just say you don't know game. Like just say you don't watch film. Like you don't watch the games. Like you don't know ball. Like because I watch him and I'm like, dude is a stud. Just because he throws an interception doesn't mean like he's bad. Like you can see like where he's trying to figure out, or if he does have a physical not ability to, and he's trying to throw and he's being hit at the same time and it becomes an interception. Like it's just like they're not looking at all the variables that are going into it. But dude can ball. Like he is a winner.
absolutely. And I think for most people, it's the perception of him, like because of his size and, they see how small he is and he doesn't have the greatest arm strength. And they've seen, I guess, more struggles than success and they
Right.
project that upon him. But can you see like what he's doing now and not see that he's developing into this good quarterback and this quarterback that can actually do some things. He
Well,
just needed
I
the
mean,
right infrastructure, the right system around him to put him in the best position to actually display his talents and what he actually can do. I mean, just seeing what he can do, and we've seen he has the clutch gene. We just need the offense to come together as a whole, where he can run like an NFL offense every single week. Like it has to be called that way, like because they've been handcuffing him for the longest. It's like, bro, take the handcuffs off. Let him show what he can do.
So
We see
annoying.
what he can
It's
do.
so annoying because the best games Bryce has is when he's able to uncork it. Like just
Yeah.
take the deep shots early and often. Like be very aggressive from the start. Like, and when he is, then he's able to like get that killer look in his eyes. And then we can hand the ball off because they're afraid and they're like not stacking the box. They're pushing off. It's very frustrating to see Dave Canales sometimes play a conservative game because he's a little afraid, you know.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Right. Definitely expecting good things from the Panthers going forward. Obviously, we haven't talked about the coach this episode. That is on purpose. um,
LOL.
because they haven't nothing happened with them. Guess we're getting ready for free agency. I mean, the draft. We'll see what happens on the next episode. I guess we'll talk about some of the position needs they need to
What's their
fill.
pick in the second round?
I think we have the 15th or 14th pick, one of them.
Not bad. Still
Not bad.
talented. Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna see what happens. Obviously we know we need linebackers and pass rush and depth at the offensive line position. So those are the positions that the Colts need, and hopefully they address it free agency or in the draft. And we know that they've retained Chris Ballard and Shane Steichen. So we're gonna see what
That's right.
this regime does, So I mean, they have to have a plan at this point. I don't know what the plan is. I mean, like I said, Daniel Jones we don't know if he's gonna be ready for the season or not. So we don't know what they're doing at the quarterback position. And it's just tough when you don't have that position, taken care of. It's just you don't know what direction your franchise is gonna go when that position isn't taken care of. So I don't know. We're retooling, rebuilding, whichever one it is. We'll see what happens. But we'll see what happens. Thankfully, the Panthers, we had something to root for. The Panthers played well. They gave us something to root for, even in my dismay of the Colts.
Hey, I'm just excited to see what we're going to be able to do next year. I'm glad that there were no injuries. The Ike Ekwonu injury is very disheartening, but we are getting back Jonathan Brooks next year, a running back that's strong, powerful, has a lot of potential, and on top of that, we have pick 19, and we have free agency, and we've seen our potential, and we've seen our faults and what we're not good at. And it makes me excited that we're going to be able to attract, hopefully, free agents that want to be a part of something. So I feel like this is definitely going to be a good year. I feel it.
Yeah, definitely. And as we get out of here, as we always say, go Panthers, go Colts, keep pounding and for the shoe. Y'all have a good week.